Right, hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. At last, I've been waiting for this for ages. We are caught up. This game, Lincoln versus Peterborough, is from last Saturday, and from now on we'll be back on a roll again week after week, which is great. Like I said in previous videos, I want to try and document every game, because hopefully, as well as me learning from every game, because every day in photography is a learning day, hopefully you guys can pick up something from videos as well. And now my plan is, I know I've been doing quite a few sort of midweek or Thursday night videos. My plan is, if I can, even if it's only a 5-minute video midweek, I'm going to try and do just a 5-minute tip video or something that I learned from the last game in midweek if I can. Just want to try and generate a little bit more interest in the channel if I can, because I know a lot of you guys have been really supportive, watching every single video. I mean, when I'm sat here in front of the fireplace every week, or sometimes twice a week at the minute, I just feel like it's getting a bit monotonous. And I know a lot of you guys have said, don't be silly, we take lots out of the videos, which is absolutely super. And like I always say, without you guys, without your support, this channel is nothing. So I really appreciate sticking with me on this. But yeah, I'm going to try and just add a bit more in-depth stuff midweek if I can, a midweek video, or if something's happened at a game, I'll document that. And I just want to get as much out there as I can. So anyway, without further ado, let's look at last weekend's set. Right, well, it was great to be back at Lincoln again, and I even managed to get my dad a ticket, and he went and sat up in the stands, and yeah, it was good to see him there. I was on the way to the game, and I'm a member of Lincoln City, fan club if you like, supporters club, and so I can get tickets quite easy. So I went online, rang Dad. I was on about an hour from the ground, about 10:30, and I said, "Oi, you're not going to West Ham much anymore, so why don't you get your football fix at Lincoln City?" And he said, "Oh, go on, get us a ticket then." So I managed to get him a ticket and met him outside with his ticket and that, and got him a car parking space. And yeah, I think he quite enjoyed it really. Not quite Premier League, but he enjoyed it. It's a great atmosphere at Sincil Bank, and I love going to Lincoln City. It's absolutely fantastic there. Great atmosphere, and just down the road, and you know, my local club really. But anyway, let's crack on with the set. So yeah. Getting the set off to a start, the old Lincoln Imp on the corner flag, and I'm on the wide here, so I'm at 25mm, ISO 640, 5.6, needed a bit of depth on the aperture, and I'm at 1,000th. There was a bit of a breeze, and I was just waiting for that flag to get right. I was firing away, and this was the best shot. Bit of sun on the Imp, and that's it, we're off and running with the set. And now I quite like this one. It's such a lovely bright day, and Lincoln Cathedral in the background, look, and yeah, just and 617 Squadron, look. For those of you that love my aviation, and my granddad got me into aviation. He was a rear gunner on Lancasters in the war, and so yeah, to see 617 Squadron there in the corner of that stand, and the cathedral. Absolutely perfect GV for me, that. And yeah, being a homeboy, yeah, that was nice to compose that. And that blue sky was lovely. But talking about the blue sky, God, it was so bright. And I really did struggle with a bit of the colours, but I'll go into that in a bit. But yeah, wanted to use the sun to my advantage a bit. And what am I at here? I'm at aperture f9, 250th. I've used the exposure compensation there, look, minus 2.7, whack that down just to get the highlights right, and got a nice sun star there. I just moved so that my composition was, the sun was just at the edge, just peeking over the edge of the stand, and you get a lovely sun star. A bit like when you're doing landscapes and it's the sunrise in the morning, before the sun gets too bright, as soon as it's coming over the horizon, you can get a nice sun star. But yeah. And then got my camera on the floor again and just got a nice widey of the ground here. And now, interesting with this one, and I'll show you on this next shot, I think. Yeah, so I'm stood in this dugout here, and I actually put my camera body, turned my screen round, and I put the camera body right to the back of the dugout, right on this back wall here. And I could see what I was composing, and yeah, managed to get that sort of dugout view, if you like. And yeah, so that's just something a bit different. It sort of frames Lincoln City nicely. And yeah, there's A view of the ground, general view, bit of a rainbow here, look, and lovely blue skies. Back outside again, just to get some of the players arriving, back on the widey, nice and low to make the player and the fan nice and powerful, and just getting his shirt signed there. And then one of Darren Ferguson, famous father, don't forget, if some of you don't know, I'll let you put that in the comments. But yeah, Peterborough's manager just turning up. And he didn't look very happy there, does he? Doesn't look very happy at all. Under pressure, I think, because they're not playing too well. And they didn't play too well in this game, unfortunately. But, oh, massive thanks, and great to see Joe Dent. Thanks for your support, mate. I know you said you weren't going to watch this video after the result, which we'll see in a minute. Peterborough got beat 5-1. But yeah, Joe Dent is the Peterborough club photographer. Great to see you again, Joe, and hopefully catch up again later on in the season. But yeah, he did joke. He come and saw me see me afterwards in the press room, and he said, "I'm not going to watch next week's video." And then later on he said, "I will." But yeah, great to see you, Joe. Anyway, but yeah, Darren Ferguson looking a bit grumpy, and Peterborough players just looking on the pitch around Sincilbank, and you can see how harsh that light is. It really was really harsh, and of course the sun this time of the year is quite low. It never goes really high, so it's always coming from the side. But yeah, exposure compensations are all over the shop. Look, we're at minus 1.7 here, just winding it down so that I get the exposure right. And with the EVF and the mirrorless, there's no excuse really for getting an over or an underexposed image, really, because you can see, as you adjust the exposure, you can see it adjusting in the EVF, of course. So yeah, no excuses really. But yeah, it was really bright. Back outside again, just some fans arriving and walking around the ground, and like to get that cathedral just in the backdrop, nice and soft. These two fans, nice and sharp and prominent, and what we at there? So we're at 2.8 on the 70 to 200, 75mm, 2000th, just to freeze frame everything, and yes, nice shot that. Just round the other side, and this is actually as I was going to meet Dad, and just getting some fans coming. Knelt down, put my knee right on the wall here, on the fence base here, and just a nice leading line, leading you off, so your eyes come here and then they go down there, and yeah, nice some nice GVs to be had of the fans arriving around Lincoln City, and just to emphasise how bright the sun was. This fan just chatting to his mate, could hardly see him. So that made a nice, and he's sort of framed by his other two mates here, so made a nice frame, just a general GV. Back inside for warm-up. Camera's on the floor again. I've got the screen flipped out, and I'm looking at the top of the camera, got it angled at 90 degrees. I got my focus point just on number 14 here, and just wanted to try and use the sun again to my advantage and get a few sun stars look. So it's just hit and hope, and then go through them, and I could actually see on the screen where it was just about right. So quick fire, follow one, lock onto one player, follow him round, and you get a nice sun star like that. And yeah, just the job that. And then of course I went the other side to use the sun to my advantage, nice and low again, just to light up the players as they were in warm-up. And now this is quite funny. I was actually photographing this, and I had no idea that John Mallet, hi John by the way, good to see you again mate, was stood opposite me, and I was stood right in his frame. I'll put the image up now that you put on the photography chat group on Facebook. Yeah, I was totally unaware that he was actually photographing me, and he was going for the same shot but the other side. So yeah, quite funny that. But yeah, just one of the match ball, and is Lincoln's manager coming out, and again you can see how harsh that light is, because his coat's really shaded, really black, but the sunlight on his face, quite was, and you can see how sunny it is. Look in the fans' faces behind. But and anyway, here we're off. Look, and the colours, I should have really adjusted them before I did this video, but yeah, I struggled with the colours a bit, because obviously these are quite in shade. So I'm at plus 0.3 look on the exposure compensation there, and because those obviously, and you can see where the sunlight is there, look, a massive ray of sun there, big bar of light, and then these were just shaded a bit, so I've had to take a bit of shadow out. Should have perhaps just put a bit more colour in. And that's one of the videos that I'm going to sort of concentrate on, is an editing video, and how I edit pitch side, and the process that I use, the actions that I use, and yeah, so that's definitely going to be one of the first videos coming up, midweek videos on editing tips, I suppose, and just show you how I edit an image. Might only be 5-10 minutes, but I'll go over one image and show you how I edit it out of the camera. But yeah, and you can see this one. These were quite shaded again. You can see the shadow here. Look, so I've had to bring the colours out a bit on that one. And oh, this is probably one of my favourite referee sprays free kick line yet. Quite like that one. Nice and sharp. I was on his hand. Let's just see how sharp that is. Look, here we go. Look. Yeah, you could use that, couldn't you? I think. Let's just go up. Yeah, quite like that. Just the job of that. And that's the best one I've got, because he's sort of framed by his two legs, and just spraying that line. He's just started spraying it, look. And yeah, so I've been trying to get, I love getting stuff like that, just something a bit different, think outside the box a bit. I always say that, you know, get the set that you need to get, but try and get something a bit varying as well, a bit varied. Oh, here's the first goal. Nice shot just outside the box, and then luckily he came and celebrated my way, so filled me boots with him, and yeah, got some nice selly shots. And pan blur this week again, not the strongest of pan blurs, but I like the way this lad's running in and closing the angle down. Ball's nice and blurred, backdrop's nice and blurred, and his face is just about sharp. So yeah, lost his feet, look. So yeah, just a different pan blur again. Bit of a wider shot, really, wider composition on that one. But yeah, I always try and go for at least one pan blur every week and see how you get on. But one of the ref here, and he's showing him his whistle, look. And then again here, play to the whistle. And nice clean back. Well, I say a nice clean backdrop. Look what's there. The old favourite high vis, but just can't escape him really. Is there one on that one? Yep, he's there on that one, look. So, oh, there's one every 5 yards, isn't there? But anyway, and then here he is spraying a line again. Went for the wide shot because, you know, that could be used in a story about free kicks or referees sprays or anything like that. So yeah, just nice to get that, and players just looking natural. And he's actually quite nicely framed as well, quite like the way he's framed. Your eye definitely goes straight to the ref anyway. And here's the second goal. Now it's, I don't know why, my timings must be slightly out on the seconds again, but celebration coming towards me, bit of selling, and then it was actually a free kick. It was actually a free kick. So you can see I've took that on the R5 look with the 400 because the ball's a bit oblong. Just a little bit oblong, even at 2000th. So yeah. Got him, and then he ran in front of him and blocked him, and I've got one of him after watching the ball go in the net. Obviously the ball's not in frame, but you can see his eyes, so I sent it off anyway. And yeah, he ran towards me, and that's the celly coming towards us. I stayed on the 400, so when he took the free kick, I stayed on the 400 and got him coming towards me for a bit, which made some nice images. And then I say he came up to us, and his teammates came and celebrated right in front of us, so that was nice. Wasn't so lucky second half, but anyway. God, that was a bit of a foul actually. He went for the ball, and I think yeah, he caught his leg, but there was no, well, it was a foul, but there was no foul given. He got away with it, but yeah, he's a nice bit of action there of him saying, "Have it, you're not getting in my area," and down he went. But play carried on. Now here's the second. Is it the second goal? No, third goal. Third goal, penalty, and I was right on the corner flag, and I wanted to get a better angle of him kicking the ball almost, you know, towards me. So checked that it was all right, and just moved 10 yards towards the goal, just knelt down, kept still, didn't want to put the player off, took myself in, kept nice and still, checked my settings, and then got the penalty kick. And unfortunately, he ran the wrong way, so one or two of them over there, but not too much. So it's 3-0 now, and Darren Ferguson is looking very dejected. So just always keep an eye on the bench. I always say that. And yeah, he was looking down at the floor, and I don't think he'd kicked that bottle, but it almost looks like he has done it. But yeah, he wasn't very happy. This is the fourth goal that goes in. Bit of a deflection. Didn't actually get the kick itself because it was a melee of players here. It was actually they were trying to clear it, Peterborough were, I think. And yeah, keepers dive one way, look, bit of a deflection off 37 shoulder and straight in the net, look. And yeah, caught a nice bit of dejection there and elation there. So yeah, that's 3-0. Now then, oh, what's his name? James Collins, ex-Derby County player, just signed for Lincoln, making his debut. and I wanted to make sure I kept my eye on the bench because I knew he was going to come on. Obviously he started on the bench, and yeah, made his debut on Saturday, so I made sure I got him coming on. Here he is coming on straight for a corner. Then we're going 4-0. Oh no, oh yeah, that's the celebration from that goal. That is, I think my R3 must be slightly ahead. Must be slightly ahead, my R3. I'll have to check the timings on that. And yeah, so back on the R5 now. That's the celebration for the deflected goal. Again, not too much really, but I followed him. He did a high five when he was making his way back. So yeah, bit of action coming in there. Player and ball just in the air. Quite like that one. He's framed nicely, isn't he? If you wanted to pull in on that one, you could do. And right, here's James Collins. Scored on his debut. Nice little dink over the keeper. 5-0. Well, I think it was, yeah, because I missed the Peterborough goal. They didn't celebrate whatsoever. I wasn't even sure what happened because I think I was just sending some of these goals, I think. I was sending that when they scored just after, and yeah, I think it was just a tap in, nothing special. I don't think many of the Peterborough fans even celebrated really, but yeah, so I was sending these, I think. Peterborough scored, and then here's 5-0. James Collins, just a lovely little cheeky chip over the keeper, and yeah, the keeper was coming out, he chipped it over him, and that was 5-1, and yeah, scoring on your debut, not too bad. It should be a good asset to Lincoln, hopefully, James Collins. But yeah, then this is full time. Just looking for a bit of dejection from Peterborough, really, and got that. He doesn't look very happy. Well, none of them look very happy, do they? And then bit of elation there from James Collins and his players, and the manager applauding the fans, and that's it. That's that game done, and we are officially up to date. That's great to get all them games done. It does take a while because I have to take over the living room, you see. Rach and Zara are in at the minute, they're upstairs. I said, come on, clear off, I need to do my video quick. And I am thinking, once I get set up properly and get an office, if you like, where I can keep everything set up, I can have some proper images up and make an office my own, I might think of doing a midweek video Q&As or something, and you know, using Patreon or something like that. But let me know what you think. If you want to join some sort of club, we can have a Q&A either once a week, or we can have a Q&A once a month, and I can really just provide a bit of extra content for the guys that want to join the club, sort of thing. That's my thoughts anyway. Let me know what you think on that one. Just something where I can dedicate something extra, you know. But anyway, job's good. We're up to date. Where am I this Saturday? I am Doncaster Rovers versus MK Dons. So yeah, not been to Donny this season yet, so that'll be nice. Just down the road again, so that's good, nice and handy. Yeah, so looking forward to that League One game, and yeah, job's a good one. Let me know where you are this week, guys, in the comments below. It's always nice to read the comments. I'm trying to get through them as quick as I can, and it's a job to know. But I do read every single comment. Gospel. I read every single comment, and even if I don't make a comment back, safe to say that I've read your comment and really appreciate your support, like I said earlier. And yeah, it's great to see where you guys are shooting this weekend or whatever. And don't forget the photography chat group. If you're not on there yet, come and join us. It did start out as a landscape and woodlands photography chat group back in COVID, and it's quickly become a main sports page. But if you do photograph other things other than sport, jump on there and put them on, whether it's, you know, wildlife or woodlands, landscapes, seascapes, portraits, black and white, street photography, motorsport. We want as much on there as we can to generate as much conversation as we can. I know Mark Winterburn, he's put some cracking stuff on this week from his holiday. Oh, I've forgotten where it was, but holiday on the beach, basically. I can't think where it is now. You're going to kill me now, Mark. But yeah, it's fantastic to see. And there was some wildlife, a bird, drinking out of his cup, I think, and yeah, some amazing scenes. And it's right next to a runway and the aircraft coming over the beach. I'm sure you've all seen it on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram. All these beachgoers looking at the planes as they come over. Bloody hell! I'll put it up now. I can't remember what it is, but yeah. But yeah, anything like that. It's good to see any photography, not just sport, but just gets a nice conversation going, you know, and we talk about things that we wouldn't usually talk about. So yeah, come and join us on the photography chat group on Facebook. It'd be great to see you. Anyway, right, it's time to get on and get a coffee now, get this edited and get it out for Friday. Thanks ever so much for watching, guys. Have a great weekend wherever you are, and jobs are good, and we'll catch up next week. Bye for now.